And it looks like we're live. Welcome everyone to our presentation tonight, podcasting from our Mentoring Millionaires headquarters. I'm Tracy Jameson, along with my good friend co-host Val Smith. And we're going to talk tonight about oneuplistbuilder.com. And boy, oh boy, we had a busy day today. It's been absolutely wonderful watching all the traffic and setting up databases, and a very happy new year to everyone too. So we're going into the new year, really having some terrific stuff. I'm getting some feedback here, so I don't know if you guys are hearing that or not. I'm going to mute out my mic, and Val, I'm going to hand over the controllers to you.
Yeah, let me just crank it out. You sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hopefully I'm not distorted here on tonight's call, but hey, it's an honor to be able to present before every single one of you tonight. Tracy, thank you so much. There's so much I want to say tonight, but I know many of you are interested in something a little bit different. So before I came to the call tonight, I was thinking about what can I do that's different for you on tonight's call, because any of you that know me, I like to rock it out for about 3 hours, which means I like to talk because I get excited and I get passionate about the things we're doing here. But I'll tell you a quick story because you want something quick for tonight. People say, Val, yeah, do you have a quick version of the presentation? Well, here it is. So somebody said to me, they said, hey, Val. I said, hey, yeah. They said, I understand you have this incredible new business opportunity that's, moving and shaking all over the world in multiple countries all over the world. I said, yeah. I said, I think we're onto something big here. I said, I think we hit a grand slam. I said, we got a few thousand people that came in right over Christmas and New Year's. I said, it's pretty exciting and a lot of great things are happening. They said, well, what is it? I said, well, it's really simple. I said, it's called oneuplistbuilder.com / whoever invited you to do the presentation. And they said, well, how does it work? I said, how it works is very simple. The first thing that you must do in order to make this work is give yourself permission to come up with $15. You got to come up with $15. And if you can do that, you're on your way from the basement to the penthouse. They said, well, $15, can you kind of explain a little bit more? I said, sure I can. I said, for $15, you can become a subscriber and purchase at retail a 15,000 database cellular phone numbers of individuals that have been kind of campaigned in the past. If you understand what took place in the United States of America recently, there was an election. And what major players in that election did is they dished out probably close to $100 million in call center devices. And so one particular call center out of the East Coast of the United States had this massive database of close to 300 million cellular users. Well, Tracy and I bought 200 million of the list, okay? People that were basically polled in regards to their belief system and their methods of operation and voting. So we decided that the industry needed something really powerful, really potent. And as Tracy and I evaluated and looked at the industry, the online world, we realized that what people wanted was a business based on the philosophical approach of from the basement to the penthouse. And what that means is massive, all right? Just like if you take a look at coffee, the coffee industry is massive. People spend $1.79 for coffee, $2 for coffee. And believe it or not, there's a very large population of the masses that'll spend $5 for coffee and more. So when you take a look at it, even though I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm not a coffee lover, neither is Tracy really, bottom line is we said, what is it that the masses like to do? So we kind of visualize a casino. And in a casino, when you go in, it's all bright and beautiful. That's the website, right? And then when you go to a casino, you take a look around and you see the majority of the population in the low ticket items. You see them in the slot machines, $25, $1, $5, $10. And then as you move up, you kind of see the sharks in the casino where they're spending, $100, $200, $300. And then if you kind of take the escalator up a little bit and get into the private suites, the private rooms, you're going to see people, we call those the high ticket rollers. You're going to see them dropping, 50, 100, 200, $1 million, $200,000, $1 million when gambling, right? Well, we're not a casino. But we were smart enough from the home-based business point of view to take a look at the model and understand what it is that drives the masses. Now, there's a select group of people, like I said, that make it to the top, and they're the ones that have no issue dropping 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, and losing that in a night, all right? Maybe making some money along the way too. That's totally awesome. That's high ticket. The medium ticket, you know, you got a good population there, but it's not the population we wanted. Tracy and I said, you know what? The population we want is the masses. Where do you find the masses? Under $20. Under $20 in a casino. So he said, why don't we create this incredible business opportunity that's under $20? And why don't we use the most powerful, the most potent comp plan out there that is not multi-level marketing? It's a comp plan that has no downline attached to it. Excuse me. However, when you take a look at it in a two-dimensional configuration, you will see it like in a downline form, because when you draw it out like a kid would draw a picture on a piece of paper, it's going to draw out and look like a bunch of power lines, but in reality, scientifically, mathematically, there are no power lines. Okay? We said, what do we want to do? Do we want to create a comp plan where we, the administrators of it, don't really like to call ourselves owners, because you're the owner of the business. You run the money. You run the business. You run the promotion. What we do is we do customer service, supply the product, and we have the software to drive this thing. And we offer support along the way, such as presentations, three-way calling, anything we can do to help you guys and gals get to where it is you want to go. So we came up with $15, and we said, let's be really philanthropic about it. I said, when I created a program in the past called, you know, Mentors in Motion, and when I was a part of other famous programs going back, you know, 25, 30 years ago, where people were making more money than you could possibly imagine. Some people were making more money in 1 week than some people would make in 3-4 months going to work. The model was always the same. And I'm going to draw this out just a little bit, because I have to. I said this was going to be short, but I have to draw this out a little bit. If you study marketing plans, if you study marketing, if you study the industry, I'll bring up real estate. Have you ever heard of the real estate company called RE/MAX? RE/MAX pulled off a major coup a few years back. And what they did to bury their competition and have all the best elite marketers, real estate agents, marketers move to their company was they said, okay, we will become brokers like admin. They have an office. And they said their sales reps could keep 90%. And they would take in-house 10. So why would a real estate agent want to work for a 50-50 or 60-40 or 70-30 split when they could sell the same house and get a 90-10 split? 90 for them, 10 for the house. So Tracy and I came up with $15. We said $5 for the house, which means we're working for free. There's no way any of you would do what we do for $5 per sale. Okay? We're doing customer service. We're providing the website. We're doing these calls. Okay? My time is worth a lot more than $5 for an hour. Okay? Let alone talking to people and servicing people. But you know what? We want to build something big here. So we know we have to give in order to receive, right? That's the principle. So he said, we, the admin, will get 5 and you can have 10. So the first thing is give yourself permission to come up with $15. And then figure out in your mindset, because it's all in your mindset. Your reality is in your mindset. It's not what you hear from people. You know, you got fact and fiction, okay? Bottom line is you've got to come to terms with the fact of whether or not you could find 2 other people out there on the internet that would replicate the same process, come up with $15. And if we taught them to come up with $15, and we taught them to come up with 2 people, and we taught everyone to come up with 2 people, 2 people, 2 people, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 120, 256, 5, 12, 1024. If we taught people to replicate, I won't say duplicate, because the only thing ever duplicated successfully in the history of marketing is failure. I don't believe in duplication. But if we replicate this process, and if everybody makes a mindset, psychological commitment to bringing 2 people to the table and allowing us to give them an awesome website, 15,000 cellular database leads, cell phone numbers, physical addresses that they live at or, you know, are staying at, the state that they live in, whatever it is. We just don't give email addresses because we never got them. And we don't have landline phone numbers because we never got those. They're just cell phone numbers. And so since we have an issue with our computers, I think Tracy has an issue with hers and I have an issue with mine, we haven't been able to give out the 15,000 leads. We've only been able to give out 25,000. But if you take a look at our website, we're giving away 15,000, but our computers have been acting strange. We've been sending people 25,000 for $15. Now, you can do whatever you want with those leads. Once you get them, we have no say in it anymore. You can text those leads. There's software out there on the internet, service providers out there on the internet that will allow you to text these people. There are companies out there called RVM, ringless voicemail systems, that will allow you to use their services. If you have the cell phone numbers, you can send out for as low as 4.9, 5.9, maybe lower, I don't know, per connected draw. We have access to one of those service providers. We can let you use that too, okay? So for $15, you're getting 15,000, really 25, I guess, since we got something wrong with our computers. So I guess it's 25, but the website will say 15. We'll send those out to you, okay, for coming in. You make $10 for every sale. And the beautiful thing about it is we're using a one-up. If you understand a one-up, once again, it's a direct retail transaction between you and another human being. It's not member-to-member sales, because when somebody's buying something from you, they're not a member. They're a customer. They're buying retail for $15. So we can't say member-to-member because we'd be lying, all right? And it wouldn't be legal to do that. So in our business, you're just making a retail sale to a retail customer that wishes to use this product. Yeah, that retail customer can decide they want to market this too. We don't charge them any additional money to become a marketer. $15, get the product, boom, no problem, right? So now, because we're using the one-up, you can get $10 to infinity. Your first sale, you pass up. It's like giving your firstborn away for adoption. That's why they call it a one-up. You give your first sale up, you bring your second individual in. Well, guess what? Everyone replicates that process. Your second person you brought in, they're going to give you their first sale. Refer them to you. That's a trial sale, right? That's like a training sale. And then that person will give you their first, and that person will give you their first, and that person. Everyone that comes in within your organization will have to give you their first, who give you their first, who give you their first, to infinity. So really, when somebody asks you what you do for a living, say, I don't do anything for a living. I do it for a living. I provide, I'm an online merchant advisor. You provide advice. Well, what advice can you provide me? Well, I can give you advice for $15. That'll make you a truckload of money. As a matter of fact, not only will you be able to make a truckload of money, you'll probably have to change your last name. So what do you mean you have to change your last name? You'll probably have to change your last name to Kaczynski. It's Russian for cash because you'll make too much money. So, in a perfect world, and I challenge every single one of you with this because, there's all kinds of mythical numbers being exposed out there on the internet. The average person sponsors 2.2, 2.6, 2.8, or 2. That's a lie. And we have an opportunity right now, if people overcome their biggest enemy, the biggest enemy that will stop somebody from making money here or anywhere is their mindset. It's not going to be Tracy. It's not going to be I. Nobody's ever going to say the company's bad or we did this wrong, we did that wrong. They'll only say that if they have serious psychological issues. Our system works perfectly. Our software works perfectly. It'll always be human error. Okay? Why? Because that's just the way it was designed, to be human error. And so we deliver, we over-deliver, we provide a product and service, and we provide you a vehicle to make money. Anything else outside of that, it's not our fault. It's going to be everyone else's fault. That's just the law of the universe. That's just the way it has to be. We'll fix the things that we can fix. We'll fix the things that we do wrong, and that's cool. But you guys and gals can go out there and make money. Now, somebody said to me, well, Val, this is brilliant. Oh, well, let me finish what I wanted to say. So what we really want to accomplish here is we'd like to be the first company in history, the very first company in history that can honestly say, two who bring in two, who bring in two, bring in two, bring in two, pays copious amounts of money. If everyone just follows a simple protocol, $15 one time out of pocket, $5 annual fee per website, okay? Because we're not going to give everything away for free. We're really nice people, but we don't want to be totally abused, right? So $15 one time out of pocket, $5 annual renewal fee for the website. Keep you guys going, keep your business alive and floating. Doesn't pay us enough. Bottom line is, if everyone gets two, if everyone just gets two and follows the rules, just gets two, and don't deviate from that norm, you'll be able to phone up a real estate agent and ask them, do they have any islands for sale? Okay? And then if somebody asks you the question, well, what happens if I get two? Can I bring in more? Sure you can. You can do what Mike did. You can do what Tony did. You can do what, Rick did. You can do what Steve did. You can do what Karen did. You can do what Diana's doing. You can do what Andrew's doing. You can bring in, the list goes on and on and on. I just can't name a few thousand people that we've had come in here just a few short days. But you can bring in 6, 7, 8 people. You can bring in 40, 50, 60 people like some people have. And you can create unbelievable infinite pay structures times 60, times 40, times 18, times 32, times 147, whatever you want. Those of you that have access to great lists, those of you that know a lot of people out there that are not allergic to making money, some people, believe it or not, are allergic to making money, right? They still have their heads up their tushies. So the bottom line is you can create as many unlimited, infinite pay structures as possible. The first one will always be referred to your sponsor, as everyone will replicate that process. You'll have 60 people referring their first to you, and another 60 people referring their first to you, and another 60 people referring your first to you. Times 10. We've got some people here making 100, 200 bucks an hour online right now. Okay? And the beautiful thing is they're not building a downline. They're making retail transactions. That is absolutely awesome. So if somebody said to you, if there was a way I could show you how to take $15 one time out of pocket and turn that $1,500 into an extra $800, into an extra $1,200, into an extra $2,400 a month, would you be smart enough to say yes to that proposition? Would you say yes, or would you say yes? And the answer has to be yes. Okay? And that's what we created. We realized there's a need in the marketplace for a $15 business opportunity that pays out too much money. And then as people make copious amounts of money here, those $10 add up. Believe you me, I've seen people come in here in their first, Tracy, we've seen this, some people come in here in their first 20 minutes and make, 400, 600, almost 800 bucks in less than a half an hour. What happens next? Well, what happens next is you can use that money to finance and leverage yourself into anything you want. You can use it to pay your cell phone bills, your credit card debts, mortgage, rent, student loans. Whatever obstacles are in the way, you can find a way to eliminate them. Or if you want to, you can go to the next level. We have another concept called Mentoring Millionaires, mentoringmillionaires.net/whoever. That's $399, the exact same principle, but you make $300 per sale there. That's like a millionaire mindset. That's giving you access to some of the training I've put together, some of the training some of my colleagues have put together, training that's not out there on the internet wide openly. It's esoteric mindset training, not motivational speaking. No motivational speakers here. I don't like that stuff. I'm not into the motivational books and tapes and videos and audios. If you like that stuff, great. I don't like that stuff because it made me broke. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff, cause and effect, information that was used by some of the highest hierarchical powers to be, not ever taught in high school, college, and university. And a lot of people in Silicon Valley back in the day used it to become Silicon Valley multimillionaires and billionaires. All right. There's a whole protocol when you understand the rich. They live in a different world. So we made that available at a $399 menu with $300 going back to the reseller. So we've got a lot of incredible things here. So bottom line is, here's the formula. Give yourself permission to say yes and come up with 15 bucks. Find 2 other people that can afford $15 to become financially independent. Find 2 other people to do that. Take a look at the compensation plan. You'll understand why I said that. And in return, you get 15,000 leads, which, for some reason is now 25,000 leads, which is cool by us. We'll give you 25,000 cellular data phone leads, and we will help you promote the business. It's as simple as that. Come up with $15. Find 2 other people to come up with $15. We give 25,000 leads away. The website will say 15,000, but I don't know, 2017, maybe we're still celebrating or hungover. I don't know. We're giving away 25,000, and we just keep repeating that process over and over. You come up with 15, you come up with 15, you come up with 15, you get 25,000 leads. Teach everyone to come up with 15, drive that down by 2, you know, make a lot of money. If you want to bring in a third person, a fourth person, a fifth person, we've got a giant table here at the restaurant. This is an international cuisine. We are in so many freaking countries around the world now in just 8 days. It's making my head spin. Okay? And the beautiful thing about it, if I didn't tell you this, I do apologize. And I'm going to be quiet now after I do this. You all get paid instantaneously. You're not waiting. You're like a proper business on the internet. You actually have a online merchant account, and it pays you instantaneously. You do not wait for any money to come from Tracy and I or OneUp List Builder. Okay? So what do people need out there on the internet? They need cash. We provide it. What do people need out there on the internet? They need leads. They need contacts. What do people need out there on the internet? They need mentoring. They need assistance. They need a sanctuary. And we provide all of that for all these wonderful people. So bottom line is, I'm stoked. I'm excited. Wherever you guys and gals want to take this, we can take it. We have no limitations. Tracy and I live in a world where there's no limitations. We don't have psychological barriers. We don't have time for negative energy. The only thing we have time for is just doing it. And when we just do it, guess what we're going to do again? We're just going to do it again. And we're just going to do it again. We're just going to do it again. That's all we do. Just do it again. Find people with $15 and just do it again. Find people with $15 and just do it again. That's why my first name is Just, my middle name is Do, and my other middle name is It, and my last name is Again. Just do it again. And you can have that name too. And I won't even charge you any money for that. That'll come free in the package, okay? Just do it again. JustDoItAgain.com. All right, so I'm pretty excited here. So, Tracy, I think that's it for tonight. 27-minute presentation. I'm pretty stoked, pretty excited for these people. We got an incredible future ahead of us. And I want to thank everybody for supporting this business opportunity. It's a godsend. If you ever said, here, I always keep talking, don't I? If you ever said this, one day I want to grow up and be a hero, you can now say that, because when you bring people into this business, you're a hero. Tracy, back to you.
Oh, that's awesome, Paul. Yeah, it's been a terrific day. Looks like we got caught up pretty much with the databases to everybody. I'm still getting some reverb here, but we're so excited about this. We're excited about it for you guys, and we're here to do whatever it takes to make sure that everything gets done, because you guys, it's your company. We're just here to just steer the ship. So with that being said, Val, I think that it's a good night, and this will be posted up. It's recorded. So thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you again on Wednesday night.
Bye for now.